one must examine whether accused one is not criminally liable for the negligent killing of the deceased. The test for negligence was summarized in the well-known judgment of Creer versus Coetzee, where the court held that if a reasonable person would have foreseen the possibility of harm and would have taken reasonably steps to prevent it from happening, and the person in question did not do so, the element of negligence is established. In case accused one failed to exercise the standard of care expected of a reasonable person in the circumstances. According to Dr. Kumyuza, the deceased injuries were consistent with motor vehicle accident. Therefore, accused one's actions, namely driving a motor vehicle recklessly, as demonstrated by witnesses and accused two, as well as the failure to observe traffic rules, showing disregard for safety and all factors that contributed to the deceased's death. Furthermore, given accused one's reckless manner of driving, as observed by state witnesses including accused two, a conviction for reckless driving that caused harm to passengers in the Toyota Quantum and a motorist is inescapable. And Daniel can do the convictions.
The final issue concerns a rule against duplication of conviction. While the state has a discretion to frame charges as it deems fit, the court retains a discretion to guard against duplicative conviction. It is necessary to promote fairness of the trial on both sides and to avoid prejudice to the accused. Punishing an accused multiple times for a single offence would be unfair and violate the principle of justice. In my view, count 1, pointing of a firearm at Luck, and count 2, robbery with aggravated circumstances, constitute a single transaction. The accused action, specifically putting Luck in a bathtub with hot water, constitutes a separate charge of attempted murder. This is further supported by accused 2's declaration, who stated that Luck's throat would be slit like a pig, indicating a clear attempt to kill. Similarly, the charges of kidnapping stand as the accused clearly formed distinct intentions, including restraining the employee's freedom and confining them in one room while committing the crimes. Regarding the pointing of firearms against Galam, it is clear from her evidence that her cell phone was not among the stolen items. However, there is overwhelming evidence that the accused demanded safe keys, pointed a weapon believed to be a firearm at her. It may well be argued that this is a single intent in pursuit of robbery against Luck. However, the firearm and the demands were directed to a different person, to wit Galem. The conviction outcome demonstrates that although Galem was harmed, her cell phone was never stolen, resulting in a competent verdict. Regarding counts 26, 31, 32, and 33, the state's concessions are correct. The essential elements of the offences of unlawful possession of a firearm, as contemplated under Section 3 of the Firearms Control Act 60 of 2000, were not proved beyond reasonable doubt. In the result, the verdict is pronounced as follows. Accused 3 is found not guilty and discharged in respect of all counts.